It's your boy King Law the Fifth coming back at you guys with another GTA video. Now we just gonna dive right into the GTA 6 characters. Now the second trailer definitely gave us enough feedback and enough, information for us to dive into each character. Now comment down in the section down below whoever your favorite character is gonna be in GTA 6, who you think is gonna be playable, and what role you think each character plays. Now we still have a year to wait. We still have a year to wait. I think my prediction is they're gonna give us a third trailer and they're gonna give us even more characters. So I think the character list is gonna be even crazy. But that's just my prediction. Nothing, been finalized by Rockstar yet. It's been a bumpy road just trying to get to this game. We still have, I think it's like 318 days left until we, you know, can actually play the game. But everything looks good. But let's dive right into these characters. Booby Ike. It's all about heart, the Jack of Hearts. Booby Ike is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire spanning real estate, a strip club, and a recording studio. Booby Ike's all smiles until it's time to talk business. Booby might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with the young, aspiring music mogul Draquan for only Raw Records that he's most invested in. Now they just need a hit. That's dope. I feel like he's definitely gonna be one of the leaders in the city. I feel like he's definitely gonna be one of those characters that's like, very inspirational. You know what I'm saying? And I make music myself and shit, so like I'm definitely gonna be, tapped into what Boopy I got going on in his recording studio and Draquan Priest. I heard he's a hustler, so like that's definitely, up my alley. Shout out to all those people who know I make music. Salute. C Roy, you already know what the name go by. But shit, let's get into this other character. Brian Heder, performer, actor. Stephen Root, unconfirmed. Looks like a Leonida Beach bum. Moves like a great white shark. Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys. Still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. Brian's letting Jason live rent-free at one of his properties so long as he helps with local shakedowns and stops by for Lori's sangria once in a while. Okay, so bro was probably the same dude that was standing next to that Ford in the trailer. Okay. And we already know Lucia and Jason are the main we already know they the main characters. They the main protagonists. Lucia and Jason, they together. Their story looks like really crazy and unique. So we're gonna touch up on that in another video. I'm gonna drop that link down below in the description. But let's get back into these characters. Kyle Hampton. Kyle Hampton honestly gives me Lester vibes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kyle Hampton gave me Lester vibes. I feel like he definitely knows the city. He knows everybody in the city. He got everybody plugged in with all the drugs and shit and what's going on and the heist and shit like that. Like he gonna be organizing the heist and shit like that. So, but let's read his description. Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's. Cal feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard's combs with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. Cal is at the low tide of America and happy there. Casual paranoia loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans. All right. Okay. I mean, he likes to stay home. Lester was, you know what I'm saying? He had a disability and he was at the house and he was always on the computer and doing things like that. So we'll see if Kyle Hampton is similar into what Lester played in GTA 5. And if you know, you know. If y'all play GTA 5, you know. Like, now we got Draquan Priest. On the Raw Records, Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster, even when he was dealing on the streets to make his ends meet. Breaking into music was the goal. Now that he signed the Real Dimes, Draquan days of booking acts into Booby Strip Club might be numbered as he sets his sights on the Vice City scene. All right, there you have it. Draquan, he's just an musical artist, but so and he's standing by, and he probably signed to Booby Ike. So Booby Ike probably signed him, so he under his label or whatever. That might be the case, which is real dope. Raul Batista. Now Raul Batista, he gives me villain vibes. I'm not gonna lie, he gives me like Trader vibes, kind of like Michael in GTA 5. If you want to compare characters to the last GTA, I feel like he's gonna be like the one that kind of betrays somebody down the road, down the line. Because Michael in GTA 5, like how he just You know, he betrayed Trevor, and you know he faked his death, and like kind of like disappointed his family and stuff like that. But who knows? Let's read this. Let's read this description. Experience counts. Confidence, charm, and cunning. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for talent, ready to take risks that bring the biggest rewards. Raul's relentless raises the stakes with every score. Sooner or later, his crew will have to double down or pull his chips from the table. Life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we'd all be wise to remember that. You see, he's full of surprises. So, who knows what he got pulled up under his belt, what he got under his sleeve, and and what's gonna happen with his situation. We got Bay Lux now. She is one half of the hip hop group Real Dimes, along with Roxy. Friends since high school, they know how to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold, hard cash via spicy rap tracks and a relentless social media presence. An early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now, after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to only Raw Records, hoping lighting can strike twice. That's dope. I feel like she like the Sexy Red of Vice City. She probably gonna be like the Sexy Red of Vice City. That's how I'm taking it. If you know Sexy Red and you bump her music, shout out to Sexy Red. Lori Heder. Lori is Brian's third wife and works alongside him at the boatyard. She is also shown handling both an assault rifle and a pistol, suggesting she's comfortable with weapons. Okay, so there you have it. Brian, that's Brian's wife. She gonna be right beside him. You got Phil. Yeah, we saw Phil in the second trailer too. He was definitely handling like all the ammunition. Phil appears in an ammunition commercial in the GTA trailer too. Yep, he seems to be a reimagined version of Phil Cassidy from the third universe GTA games, though with noticeable differences. This character is younger and has both arms, unlike the original Phil Cassidy. Okay. And you got Roxy and you got Stephanie. There's so many characters we just have to go over, and it's crazy. She is one half of the hip hop group Real Dimes, along with Bay Lux. Friends since high school, they know how to turn their time shaking down dealers into cold hard cash via spicy rap tracks and relentless social media presence. An early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now, after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to only Raw Records, hoping lighting can strike twice. All right. And you got Stephanie. Was Stephanie at the prison? I think she was at the prison. She appears to work at the Leonardo Department of Corrections State Prison as a social worker. Okay, there you have it. She's the first voice heard in GTA 6 speaking at the start of Trailer 1. Stephanie is seen in her office talking to Lucia, who at the time is incarcerated at the prison. The future involvement with Lucia is unclear. We're going to see. Drop down in the comment section down below which character you guys are excited to, learn about, and let me know if you think they're playable characters. Cause like I'm pretty sure when they drop GTA 6, it's gonna be co-op and it's gonna be online. Obviously, online's gonna be I feel like online's gonna be hectic. I'm not really looking forward to online, not until like December of 2026. But I feel like the story's definitely gonna be crazy. The story's definitely gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be something to remember. 2026 is gonna be one heck of a year when it comes to gaming. Just drop down in the comment section down below what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's your boy King Roll the 5th. I'm out.